What's up, everyone? It's my yard here, and I owned a pinball machine for a day. I'll explain. It's a long story, so let's get to the point. I thought it'd be nice for my shops to have pinball machines. It's very retro. I love pinball games. Full stop. It's one of my favorite things as a kid. I would spend countless days, well, countless minutes playing them as a kid in Credonas in Aberdeen, playing the Adams Family. Was still one of the best pinball machines, most popular ones to buy as well at the time. And just anytime I'm on holiday, see a pinball machine, I would want to play it. Now, so I decided to get 3 shops, get a pinball machine for each shop. One store was going to get a Star Wars pinball machine, one store was going to get a Doctor Who pinball machine, and one was getting WWF Royal Rumble, hence this one right here. Now, I only recorded one of the pinball machines. Now, the reason why I said I had this pinball machine for a day is because this pinball machine had so many flaws. Loads of them. These machines were meant to be completely and utterly refurbished, but they weren't. For instance, I had a whole book full of about 25 faults with the machine. And obviously in this perspective you can't see the whole field, because obviously up top there's actually a mini sort of ring for championship logos and whatnot. First off, the flippers, you can vaguely tell that the left flipper is actually longer than the right flipper, so there's quite a huge gap there, and the angle is completely wrong because of this. They are missing some ramps up top left corner. There's Yokozuna's face. There should be a little guardrail there. There isn't. It was not cleaned up. It was very dusty inside the machine. The upper play field had issues where the ball would completely jump out, and we nearly had an incident where the ball went so fast it hit the top of the glass cover and made a loud bang. And obviously on the top playfield that shouldn't happen. The ball shouldn't be jumping about. It should be stay there completely. Sound effects and the older lights were working and it made awesome noises. I think the ball was probably the wrong weight. It just felt a bit dull. I got activated multi-ball on there as well, and the surface wasn't clean, so it was jagged. Granted, in the pinball machine you sometimes have a magnet as well to try and pull balls to go from one way to another, but it just wasn't good. Wasn't really good. I wasn't happy. And then a couple hours later I got one of the customers to try it out, and basically the whole left flipper complete and utterly stuck. It wasn't moving, it wasn't reacting to anything. Turned it off, turn it on again, you know, that old thing, and just had constant problems. So we got them sent back. Thankfully we didn't pay anything for the machines at the present time, because we were doing it through a lease purchase, and so we got all the money back, which is good. Has it put me off buying pinball machines in the future? Yes and no. I mean, I'll probably wait until the new WrestleMania pinball machine comes out and probably buy just the one pinball machine at a time, because it's me. Come on, I started YouTube, earned enough money for YouTube to have these game shops, so WWE is sort of a massive part of my life, and I want to be proud of that. That's why I got the machine in the shop, and having something physical people can play around with is so much better than having, in my honest opinion, having virtual reality and 3D headsets and other things, but we could talk about that for another day. I tried to tilt the machine as well, just making a little noise. Stupidly though, on this you won't hear any audio because despite me using a high quality Nokia camera, I forgot to turn the microphone on. Yay me. That was genius. Absolute genius. But even this pinball machine, despite its flaws, it was still quite fun to play. The second machine we had, Doctor Who, also was played with machine faults. It has a playfield where the middle rises up when you lock 2 balls in. Then you have to push little buttons above it on the second tier. Then the balls drop, and then the third tier happens, and you have to go into 3 little targets. That mechanism broke within a day. It was still actually playable with the mechanism broken. It just reiterated had the gates open, so when you went onto the button pressing, every time you went through a gate, it would count down instead, which is okay. Makes it sometimes a bit easier as well, and I still enjoy that machine. I'm a massive fan of Doctor Who as well, hence why I chose that one. Star Wars machine was not the greatest pinball machine anyway. It was based on the original trilogy by Data East, I think, and some people love it, some people hate it. There's a lot of action that happens right at the top of the field and nothing much lower down, and so people were somewhat inclined to say it's quite crap. I again enjoyed it. That one didn't have really any problems apart from a mechanism sometimes jamming when at the ball retrieval or in the hands pit. But again, lots of issues. This is all technical stuff that you don't really care about. But it was just a pain. When the machines are maybe say fully refurbished to a high standard, clearly they weren't. And what we found out from the company was they got them from a different person and didn't even bother checking them. Yeah, that's good. That's great. To be fair, they were happy to give money back and everything, or stop payments from happening, which is fine because it's their reputation at the end of the day, which was at fault. So the customer service was good, but I think in the future they're going to not trust someone who's on the machine they've never seen before either. I'll get an old machine in the future again, even if I find one privately. I just love these things. Now that I've got Play One, I want one again. Ooh yeah. See you soon, folks. Bye bye.